My name is Anna, and I'm going to try to answer that age old question: why? What is the meaning of life? Why am I here? Why was I born with these parents? Why was I born a girl? Why was I born a boy? Why can't I have that car? Why can't I have that house? Why couldn't I be born rich? All those freaking questions. I had a lot of them. I grew up needy family. We grew up poor. We grew up poor folk. And I questioned that a lot. Also, I was very spiritual. So I had a lot of spiritual questions as well. I questioned who was God? Was Jesus really the Son of God? Um, I never really believed in the devil, and I was raised Catholic. So that was always a very big contradiction in my life. Anyway, long story short, I went church hopping, was baptized in many different churches. And although churches have a lot of the truth, it always ended up being like man made at the end. And it just never filled that I don't know. And I know all of us have had this, but we all have like this thing in life where there's just something missing. There's just something's off. You can have the best life in the world. You could be, have the greatest job, get the greatest promotions, have the nicest car. Things are going smooth, everything is great. But deep down inside, you can't fake the fact that you don't even know why you're really here. Okay? And not everybody's life is perfect. And when things go bad and shit hits the fan, you're looking for answers. I was. But I took that really seriously. I didn't just blow like a plastic bag in the wind and just hope things got better or bust my ass working to try to make things better. I needed the answers right away because I'm just a Libra like that. And so what I did was some years back, I decided to wipe my slate. I decided I was not going to believe in anything. And the only thing I couldn't deny was God. I knew there was a God, a creator, some big spiritual being out there that put us here for a reason. And that was what I was going to find. I was going to find that answer. So for 7 years, I studied my butt off. And it all started off when God was a woman. A long time ago, God was a woman. And I think the reason that history shows that people believed that God was a woman was because they did. And they believed that God was a woman because women give birth. So back then, when they were really ignorant and limited in language and science and all that good stuff, um, they figured, why wouldn't God be a woman? If women give birth, of course, God has to be a woman. But then as time went by and they realized, men is stronger and they can do more and we're just, the ones that stay home and cry and nurture, blah, 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 blah. They said, oh, no, 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 no. God had to be a man. God had to be a man because he's stronger and he's the one that makes all the decisions. So then that kind of switched up. And then I practiced every religion in the book after that. I practiced paganism, Buddhism, Norse, Catholicism, Lutheranism. I just studied everything. I studied a little bit of Mormons, Judaism, uh, Luciferianism, Satanism. I did. Fun fact, did you know that Satanists don't believe in Satan? It's true. I kid you not. They don't believe in Satan. They actually just call themselves Satanists to piss off Christians, to piss off the world, actually. So um, that kind of worked. Not for me, though, because I never really cared, but a lot of Christians, they cared. And then you got your Satanists that kind of like like to do sacrifices and stuff like that with people, and not cool, but I ain't saying nothing. Anyways, um, so here we go. I did 7 years of intense study. Not only did I study it, but I actually practiced it. Okay, so um, I had moon ceremonies. I had green plant ceremonies. I did rain dances. I did spells, and I did rituals, some very fun rituals. I did a whole bunch of stuff, okay? And still came up kind of empty until one day, a very good friend of mine slash spiritual mentor, um, JC, let's call him JC, those are his initials, asked me if I read a book. And I was like, what book is it? He says, the book by Alan Kardec, and it's called The Spirits Book. And oh my God, this looks backwards. I don't know if you're going to see it backwards, but this looks backwards right now. So anyway, use a mirror. Um, this is the book of Spiritism. He says that I should read this book because he read my cards, or not my cards, he doesn't read cards, but my shells. And he said that the spirits told him that I was looking in all the wrong places because I am a spiritist, and that I need to read this book. I said, okay, I'll read the book. I'll read the book. And I read the book, and I cried, and I read the book again, and I cried again. And I promise you, when I read this book, I remember like the first 3 chapters. I would sit there and just read it and just go into tears because I knew it. 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 And these are the things that I've known since I was a little girl, that everybody called me a devil worshiper, and people called me, they said it was blasphemy. Even my dad was like, you're a blasphemous, blah, 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 whatever. I read it and I knew it. And I know there's a lot of you out there who have the same intuitions I do because you're old souls. So old souls are not content with what life gives them. Life can give you a lot. You could be happy with what life gives you, and you're still not content. And that's because you are an old soul, and you know more than you think you know. So let's start this with what Spiritism is, okay? Spiritism is, one, the belief of spirits, obviously. You have to believe in spirits. So when I say spirits, I mean belief that when you die, you don't cease to exist. You just lose your physical body. That's all. And also, the belief of spirits is that out there and around you, even though you can't see them, is your family, your friends, your enemies, and your guardian spirit. Now, guardian spirit is what some people consider to be what word am I looking for? An angel, okay, like a guardian angel. I call them guardian spirits, and I'll teach you that in a different episode, if that's what you want to call it. But we're going to get into detail in a lot of things, and I really hope you follow me because I can't even explain to you how fulfilled I am with life now. And I still don't have everything I need, and I'm still pushing and working hard to try to make my dreams come true. And I'm still I feel like I just went to square one in my life last month. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore because I know why I'm here. And this is part of it. Okay? It just makes life so much easier once you know why you're here. Okay, so just get into these tangents. I just go on and on. I could go on and talk about spiritism forever. Okay? I'm just so passionate about it. Anyway, so spiritism consists of you believing in spirits. Number 2, spiritism also, to be a spiritist, you have to believe in spirit communication. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to go visit somebody and they're going to be like, Is that you, Fred? Is that you? No. That's not what's going on here, okay? Spirit communication could be like that too. But spirit communication also is part of your everyday life. Now, I know people are like, what? Yes, trust me. You have spirit communication all day, every day, and you don't even know it. One, you can have your own spiritual communication. So when your spirit is trying to remind yourself, does that sound crazy? You have your own spirit. Your spirit is like, oh, if I could just remember, I know this is something that I know, and it's called your intuition. But sometimes it's so hard to grasp the things, even though you know something. Like, I know that, and I know that for a fact. I don't know how I know, I just know. You don't know how you know because you're trapped in this organic body with this organic brain. But your spirit knows that. Your spirit is here to learn different things, but you know what you know. So your intuition is part of your spirit communication. That's you yourself trying to grasp things that you already know and have it make sense here and now. Okay? That's one. Second form of spirit communication is your conscience. So when you're about to do something very naughty and you know you shouldn't do it, you're going to have that nudge all the time. You're going to feel that nudge that you shouldn't be doing this. What if you get caught? This is not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like that little devil and angel on your shoulder. It's kind of literally the same thing. So your conscience is your spirit, guardian angel, however you want to call him, your spirit, guardian. It also could be a family member who really loves you. Also could be a family member from your past life who really loves you. Or that one person that says, yeah, but you should do it because it's going to feel so good when you do it. That could actually be a spirit who doesn't like you for whatever reason, from your past or your present or whatever, and is messing with you and wants to see you fail. So that's another form of spirit communication, is your conscience. And yeah, your instincts. There's another one. Is your instincts. That's another form of spirit communication. It's just your spirit coming out again. Anyway, then we have mediumship. Mediumship is when you go to someone else and you ask for a reading of some kind. And those people have really opened that third eye. And you millennials should know what I'm talking about when I say third eye. Because y'all millennials are very different than my generation. You guys are something else. And it's crazy because that third eye is important to a lot of you millennials. And it's a gift. Because my generation, they weren't into that much. I mean, some of them were, but not really. And that could be a very, very special gift that your generation has, is being aware of your feelings, your emotions. You're always in your feelings, which is bad and good at the same time. And we'll get into that some other time. But the fact that you do have a conscience about your third eye, that's an amazing thing, because that's going to make your life a little bit easier, and yet it could make it a lot harder if you don't know how to control your emotions. Okay, so I'll help you learn to control those as well. Okay, so that's another form of spirit communication, is mediumship. Okay, so you can go to someone and they can sit there and read your cards. Now be careful, we have a lot of charlatans in the world. People that say, oh, let me read you your cards, and then they sit there and try to tell you your future. Oh, you're going to have 3 kids, and you're going to meet a tall, dark, handsome woman, or whatever the case may be. And that's a charlatan. You know, there's no reason why we need to know our future. When you go to a medium, just try to always make sure you're going for present things, like, you know, and never tell them anything. Never. When you sit down in front of a medium, your name, date of birth, and that's as far as you go. Okay? They will sit there and they will tell you things, and some of them will amaze you. Some of them will absolutely amaze you. Some of them, I went to a medium once. Her name was Miriam. That was literally her name. And I remember she didn't know anything about my family. And she sat and she says, just so you know, there is an old man standing behind you, and he's wearing a guayabera. A guayabera is Latin men wear them, and in Cuba they wear them a lot. It's a button-up men's shirt with short sleeves, and then they have pockets down in the bottom of the shirt, and they're usually creased. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah. And she said he's wearing a brown leather jacket, and I was so floored. I couldn't believe it. That was my grandfather. My grandfather wore guayaberas every day. That's all he wore. And every day in the winter, he wore a brown leather jacket. And she said, he just wants you to know that he loves you and he's watching over you. And I was like, wow. Wow, my grandpa. Anyway. Okay, anyway. Um, also know that although you feel you don't have any mediumship or anything, you can develop your own. Okay? So we have so far, what is spiritism? The belief of spirits, the belief of communication with spirits, and another one is reincarnation. Okay, you have to believe in reincarnation. And like I said before to everyone in the world, you don't, you're not going to be born an eagle or giraffe or your favorite animal or anything like that. Spirits, animal spirits and human spirits are very different, and they were created for two very different reasons. Um, Humans were made for advancement and to help one another and to love one another and for our own growth, personal growth. And animals were made for us. Animals were made for three reasons: food, companionship, and labor. Okay? So, although they do have spirits and they are capable of learning, they are capable of loving and crying and being happy, of course they are. They are not going to be judged. And when they die, they come right back. There is no judgment or waiting period or anything like that. They come right back. So feel comfort in knowing that when your pet goes, your pet reincarnates and is going to make another family very happy as long as they're a good family. Okay? So that is pretty much what spiritism is. Now, what you do with spiritism is up to you. There's two ways you can go about that. Three ways, actually. You can take spiritism and use it to help people and spread the word and help them focus on what they're supposed to be here for and make their lives go so much better and easier. Or you can keep it to yourself and be greedy and just use it for yourself. Or you could be a total dick and use it against people to get what you want. So, those are the fundamentals of spiritism. Okay? So, let's talk a little bit about. Let me give you 3 stories, and then I'm going to end this video, okay? The belief in spirits. A lot of people don't believe in spirits. A lot of people have never encountered anything close to a spirit encounter. Okay, let me tell you, I've been having these since I was a little girl. And I'm not going to lie or make up any stories. And I can probably bet there's going to be a bunch of you who are going to be like, this is such bullshit, blah, 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 blah. I'm putting all kinds of fucked up comments down there. And that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. You know, I'm not going to get pissed off because you're giving me messed up comments. You can't piss me off because I know where I'm at. And there's going to be some of you who are going to be like, that happened to me as well. Or, no, something similar like that happened to me. Or blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let me give you, I'm not going to get into detailed stories. I can later. But I'm waiting for the cable guy. So I gotta wrap this up. I'm going to do 1 video a day, okay? But I need you to post questions. Give me a question, okay? And I will answer it for you. Okay, so let's talk about belief of spirits. Why do I believe in spirits? I'm going to give you 1 example of why I believe in spirits. God, there's so many good stories. I don't know which one to pick. I want to pick the simplest one for you, not the most outrageous, because then you're going to think I'm bullshitting you. don't know what. Okay, my attorney lady friend. Her name is, let's call her Alicia. She knows who she is. So me and Alicia were going to the Division of Insurance in Las Vegas, Nevada, because we had some business to handle. And as in front of the building, the whole front of the building almost is nothing but glass. Okay, so it's like a huge, like 5 or 6 huge, from ceiling to floor, double pane windows. So we can see everything. We can see the whole lobby from there. And we were going up the stairs, and while we were going up the stairs, we were outside going up the concrete stairs. We see this woman just, she starts, like, she is on a mission, man. She's carrying her folder like this, and she is just walking, and she's just wearing this cute outfit, like this mini skirt, a beige mini skirt with heels, and her hair was blonde, and it was like a bob cut. She was really cute. Very sexy lady, by the way. And she went towards the elevator. The elevator opened, and she went in. And we watched her do this. We heard heels and everything hitting the floor. And we start running towards the elevator. And you know that one moment when the elevator closes, and you just have that 1 second to push that button to make it open again. And if you don't get it at that second, you know you've missed it. You gotta know what I'm talking about. Like, ugh, like, yeah, I missed it. Yeah. Okay. That happened. And in my mind, I was like, oh, yeah, I missed it. But turns out I didn't miss it because the elevator never went up because she never pushed the button. So the elevator opened, and me and my attorney friend, we go in the elevator. We stand there. We turn around. We're facing the door. We push the second floor, and we stand there quietly. And I look at her, and I'm like, dude, did you see a, and she just looks at me, answers the question right away. Yes, a lady walked into this elevator? I said, yes. She says, yes, I did. I said, okay. But I wasn't satisfied with that, so I was like, was she wearing, and then I went like this with my hands and my thighs, and she looks at me, she goes, a beige mini skirt? I was like, yep. And she was like, yep, she was. I said, okay, just checking, just whatever. Just want to make sure I'm not going crazy. And that was it. We never spoke about it again. That lady was not in the elevator. I swear to God, she was not in the elevator. So that's how we know spirits exist. And oh my God, I have so many stories that I'm going to share with you of weird shit like that happens. Okay, it happens to me all the time, all the time. It just recently happened with me in my room when I was trying to watch TV, and it was kind of creepy. But anyway, so yeah, that is a little story right there of why I believe in spirits. And shit like that's been happening to me since I was a kid. So another one, spirit communication. Spirit communication. Why do I believe in spirit communication? Let me give you a story about that. Spirit communication is blah, 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 blah. Because they, okay, I remember one saying, hey, in my ear, but that's a boring story because I was sleeping and I heard it, I felt the wind, and I went like this, and I looked. Oh, the angel story. Okay, let me tell you the angel story. Okay, so it was, there was a time in my life where me and my mom weren't talking, and it just really bugged me, and I became very insomnic. Is that a word? I got insomnia really bad, and I couldn't sleep. And I remember it being the day before the first day of school, the night before the first day of school, and I was sleepy, and I couldn't fall asleep. I couldn't stop thinking about my mom, and you know, whatever fight we had, and I think it was like 5:30 in the morning, and I was sleeping. Oh, I was falling asleep, and I said, please, tomorrow's the first day of school. I have to wake up at 7 in the morning. Please, God, wake me up at 7 in the morning. And at this point in my life, I was still a Christian, but I really believed in angels. That's when I used to call them angels, and I was obsessed with angels. I used to collect them and read stories about them and all that stuff because they used to talk to me in my dreams so much. So that's all I said. I said, please, I need to wake up by 7 in the morning. I don't want my kids to be late for the first day of school. My girls were little at that time. And I fell asleep like at 5:30 in the morning. And as I'm sleeping, I lived in the projects, by the way, don't laugh. So we had bugs, we had roaches. We lived in the ghettos of Las Vegas, okay. Anyway, so I was sleeping and I felt this tap on my shoulder. Well, my first instinct was, "Ah!" I woke up screaming, dusting my shoulder off because I thought I had a roach on me. I was like, ah, ah, and I was like, oh, freaking out and shit. And no, it wasn't a roach. I looked around, there was no roach. And how could a roach possibly tap me on the shoulder anyway? I mean, I would have felt a flutter or something, but what I felt was a tap. And I was like, oh, oh my god. Oh my god, the kids gotta go to school. What time is it? And I looked at my clock. It was 7 o'clock on the dot. Boom. That's why I believe in spirit communication. Okay. And next one is reincarnation. Why do I believe in reincarnation? This is a no-brainer. There's no special stories for this except for, I'll give you a little homework, okay? Go to YouTube. Oh, wait, you're already here. Haha. Okay, go to your search bar on YouTube, the YouTube search bar, and type up 4-year-old boy plays piano. That's it. 4-year-old boy plays piano. Okay? You should see a little Asian boy sitting on a piano with the little bowl cut that the little Asian kids wear. Really cute kid. And watch that video. And then you tell me that that kid, in the small time he sat in front of that piano, he's 4 years old, so think about it. He wasn't even coordinated until he was maybe 2 years old. And his attention span is not very coordinated still at that age. So you tell me if that kid learned how to play that piano from scratch because God said, poof, I'm going to give him this gift. Or if he didn't bring that with him from some time when Beethoven was playing piano. Okay? And that's one of the reasons I believe in reincarnation. I also believe in reincarnation because my son, one of my sons, is gay. And I knew he was going to be gay from the time he was walking, when he was a year old. I said, oh my God, he's going to be gay. My mother was like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Why are you saying that? I just knew he was going to be gay. Just everything about him, the way he carried himself and everything. And no, he doesn't have some kind of genetic disorder or anything like that. It's just his spirit came from a different time, and he was probably a woman, and that was in him. Okay, there's a lot of gay people who feel they were born in the wrong bodies, literally. I know gay women who still feel the sensation of a penis. They've told me. They can feel it. They just know what it feels like to have a penis. And what can I say? It's the truth. So that is the foundations of spiritism. We have, I'm reading because I don't want to forget anything. We have the belief of spirits, spirit communication, and reincarnation. Okay? Now, let's do this. I really, really want to help you understand your reason for being here. And I'm going to put together something in my video tomorrow explaining why I think I'm here. And I'm going to let you know my story of why I am here. And from that point on, from now on, if you want, you can leave me a comment and ask me to help you figure out why you are here. But you got to be a little bit more in detail. And I don't know if you want to put your information out there like that. But I don't know. You can ask questions like, tell me why children are born with birth defects. How's that? Or um, tell me why I have an uncle that's homeless and we can't get him off the streets. Or tell me why I can't have a child. Or tell me why I can't stop thinking about sex. Or anything like that. Tell me why tying somebody up and sucking their toes. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, just ask me general questions like that. You don't have to get too personal, and I can try to help you answer the questions, okay? So I'm going to put something together for you for tomorrow and tell you my story and how I became a spiritist and how it's helped me and how it's changed my life and who I think I was in my past life. And we'll go from there. Okay, thank you so much for your time. And I hope you do this again. Bendición and many blessings to you all. Bye.